I am Daniel Lucas, and welcome to Book 101 Review. Book 101 is all about the books that I read for the last 40 years. And today I have my special guest. He is the author of the book Coda Shot, no other than Mr. Raviz King. Welcome to Book 101, Mr. Ramiz, and can you please introduce more about yourself?
Hi, so my name is Ramiz King. I'm 28 years old and I've done a few reality TV shows on MTV India, and I'm a producer. I've made shows for Afghanistan and I've worked on my own reality show there. Other than that, I would say that I'm someone who loves being a philanthropist and someone who loves giving back to the community, and I'm currently working on my other online show, which is about being a kindness superhero and helping people out in daily life and just being there for people. And also just shows a bit of fantasy world creations it's involved in it, some very uh, mythical characters. But yeah, other than that, I make shows and I write books as well. I love writing books, and I want to venture out to be in the future solely as a book writer, as an author, after I've reached enough audience through my reality shows and TV appearances.
Mr. Ramiz King, thank you so much for sharing your talents to the world.
Thank you for having me on the show.
What, what inspired the creation of Coda Shot?
Basically, I wanted to have people have quotes to say to situations which are people insulting them, situations which are demeaning and expects you to be belittled by it. I wanted the people to be able to reply back with kindness, but yet with a assertive and smart way to respond back to hate and people who are hateful towards you, saying nasty stuff. You don't need to degrade to their level. You can actually just say smarter and better and more catchy comebacks and clapbacks to them, and still feel good about yourself and not feel so shit that you have hurt the person or put them down. So it's just a series of basically quotes that help make you feel better and also makes the other person feel a bit bad for what they're saying to you. And it's just inspiring quotes that you can use for your Instagram, Facebook, and it's a short series of quotes, but it's very touchy to very effective quotes, and you can respond back to a lot of people who are putting you down basically. And yeah, that's about it. It's inspired me to make it is to respond back to hate and have a better way to respond to it than just being negative or repeating the same things they've said to me.
So, how does the book define the importance of a sharp comeback?
What was that, sorry?
A sharp comeback.
Sure. So basically, comeback. It's basically like, if for instance, if somebody's lying about you 24/7, and someone who's very deceitful and a liar, you could say back to them if they say something to you rude, you can reply back to them as a response saying, "Truth be truth, your lies ain't even cute."
Yeah.
And it's just a quote you could say back to them, and yeah,
So, what is the tone of the book about? Humorous, edgy, empowering, or all of
I
the
would say
above?
empowering and edgy, and a bit of it's more so empowering and edgy. I would say that's the theme of it.
Okay. So, how does the quote a shot help readers develop confidence in confrontational situation?
It helps them to basically have a better say in what they want to say in the confrontational situations, and it does inspire them to use the right words and find their inner confidence in them, that they could portray that out with using the right words to the public in a very effective way.
What kinds of scenario are covered in the book for delivering these comebacks?
For instance, it's situations where people are putting you down, people are lying on your name, belittling you, or people who don't believe in you or want to put you down, and also just in general mass audience, as a perspective of my perspective as well, what I would say to people who put me down or basically hurt me, or what they think of my career, what I've done. So it's many scenarios that it's written for. It's a very short series, this one. It has a series 2 coming out, but it's just a designed first book to be a book of quotes to um, be empowering for people, to help them out when it comes to responding to hate.
So, how does the book balance humor and assertiveness in its advice?
It balances it, I would say, fairly in between. It's basically something that it balances the fact that it is assertive and yet it's humorous as well, to an extent. And it's very catchy comebacks. It's all rhyming and it's very catchy. It could be used for freestyle rapping as well. It's very in rhythm, kind of, and it has a flow of its own. So it's in a very rhythmic, like a rhyming aspect of things. It has a bit of rhyme to it, so it has a nice flow you can use to let people know how you're feeling, but in a flow way, and you can use it for your music as well.
How does the book balance humor with assertiveness?
How does it balance humor with assertiveness? it's
Yes.
it's done through having a mix of different kind of emotions in the quote itself. Some quotes are more tough, more strict in terms of confidence, um, and some of them are a bit humorous, and it balances it through the variety of different kind of quotes that it offers.
So, what role does wit play in crafting the perfect comeback according to the book?
It's confidence in yourself, not being rude or being petty with swear words or belittling the other person. Those are the factors that goes into it, and it's also to find your inner power by believing in yourself.
Believe in yourself, people, that you can do it. No one
Yeah.
can believe you, but start with yourself. So, does the book provide tips for reading situation before using a comeback?
No, it doesn't really give you tips, but it just gives you inner confidence that you're not alone in this, and this is how you should deal with haters moving forward.
So, can you read some of your famous quote that you want to share to us?
I'll just pull it up just a sec.
Yes.
One's like east or west, it don't matter because it's always going to be me against the rest. Um, and the other one is truth be truth, your lies ain't even cute. One's like you keep on talking and I be good looking. And the other ones are it's hard to be right in the darkness of the night. Ain't no one a hero tonight. It's kind of it's rhymes. It's supposed to be flowing in rhymes.
Hmm. Yes.
Um,
So, Mr.
uh,
Ramesh, Mr.
yeah.
Ramesh, how can you tell us the writing process of Quote Shop? How did you compile all this quotation?
I basically come up with it using seeing all the hate that I would receive on social media and from people around me. I would basically just sit there and think about it for a moment and then come up with come up with responses back to it. And also just seeing other people being bullied around. I come up with ideas how they could respond back to them. So that's I sit there and I think and I delve into what could be and what can't be, in terms of what could be better when it comes to people feeling bullied and hated.
How does the book address the line between being assertive and being offensive?
It doesn't. It's not an offensive book. It's not something that belittles someone or swears at someone. It's all about yourself. It's about raising your own confidence and raising your own emotional state in response to what you're saying to people, through the response you're saying to people. Um, and yeah, it's just a series of basically, um, books that I'm sorry, quotes that and writing that makes you feel a bit better in life, basically. But yeah,
Better in life.
yeah.
For sure. So
But
while
I'm
there's
working on a new book, which is very it's scientific and it's medical and it's spiritual. It's a very empowering topic. It's about equalizing all men through the sizes and making sure that I find I'm find looking for theories and for thing actions which I have figured out a little bit of it myself, but through you have to read the book, but it's through vibrations, etc. And I'm studying, investigating a theory with a lot of people that helps increase all men's size in their personal area, um, all around the world, and it's something that needs to be done to equalize the gender. And that's something I'm really excited about working on it, and I would want to publish that very soon once I've received all the knowledge that I need to, and I figured out the full solution, which with proven results. I would then sell my book in a way that so people can find out and fix their issues, and have a guidance towards it, because there's nothing out there in the media or on the internet about such a topic.
so Mr. Ramiz, what advice does the book offer for handling someone who is persistently rude or condescending?
It's to, as I said, it's to be confident, and it's to use the right words for someone who is too rude or something. Remind yourself that what your worth is, and that we're all equal. No one's above, no one's below, and that you find your inner strength in basically basically you find inner strength through the words, the empowering words that you can repeat to yourself and affirm to yourself, and create a storyline or create conversation that is assertive and it's also responsive to people, and it's effective.
So, Mr. Ramiz, what would be your advice for those people out there want to enter to this journey?
My advice would be to stay strong and to find your inner confidence in yourself. Don't bully someone back by replying with hateful words, um, demeaning comments or insults. It's better to have a flow, have a rhythmic flow into what you're replying back to them, and just responding back with confidence, basically, and having an influence of aura, and responding with a confident aura to the people, using the right words, empowering words. You have to increase your vocabulary and use very powerful words and flows to respond back to everyone. So that's my advice. It's to look for empowering words, be confident, and don't be demeaning and insulting to people who insult you.
Yes, let it go, people.
Yeah.
Don't go beyond their mind, or what they call
Yeah.
this attitude. Just be professional. So,
Yes.
Mr. Ramiz, what are your short-term and long-term goals in writing?
My long-term goals are to find solution to massive problems that we are facing nowadays, and there's no solution to it. That's my ultimate goal. And the other one is to write about theories of how the Lord God has made us, and how we could learn about things like, for instance, I would love to write a book about how the English word is empowering, because we all say everyone. Everyone, if you break it down, it's every creation created by the one Lord. So that's why we call it everyone. To see the deeper meanings behind English and how it's connected to the Lord, that it's stating the same message, that is one God, one creator of all. But yet there's so much confusions in religion around the world. But yet the English word simplifies it for you. So I would like to do that. And also, the question was, what are my ultimate goals, short term, long term goals is to do that, to find solution for a lot of the problems that we have. Short term goals are to write as much as short books I can, storylines that I can. I'm writing a few novel stories which I want to make into movies in the future, sell it to movie productions. Very interesting topics that no one's ever done before, which would be very mainstream commercial as well. So I'm working on those as well to do that.
Good luck to your goals, Mr.
Thank
Ramesh,
you.
and looking forward for more empowering books like this. So, what are the main takeaways about handling difficult conversations with humor and grace?
What is the what? Sorry,
What are the main takeaways about handling?
takeaways.
Yes.
Right. The main takeaways are, as I said, that you have to be confident, and the takeaways from it you can learn from the book itself is to be unique and have a flow in your comebacks, and be more confident and empowering in the words, in the choice of words that you select when it comes to responding back to people. So the takeaways are just to be empowered and use empowering words. And the main topic you can take away from this is that do not demean someone or insult them back using their own word, the words that they're responding to you. You should come up with better words and not respond back to hate with hate. You should respond back with power.
So, Mr. Ramesh, to sum up our episode for today, how does the book encourage readers to use comebacks as a total for empowerment rather than just for entertainment?
It's about the words that you affirm to yourself. That each word has an impact on you. It's like a spelling. It bounds you into a spell. You need to be able to be really smart with what words you're telling yourself, and what words you're telling other people, what words you're leaving out in the world. So that's mainly the ultimate goal, um, and that's what I would love everyone to understand and know. And that's how they can deal with the difference between the two.
Yes, Mr. Ramesh King, thank you so much again for sharing your
Thank you.
empowering code to the world. And then as I said, we are looking forward for more empowering books to come. So
Thank you.
can you please invite our listeners to support all your books?
I would love if you guys can support and read my books. And I have some good news for the men's, that I would be writing a book about equalizing them. And I would love for them to read that out and help increase themselves, increase the size, everything.
Yes, people, let's support Mr. Ramesh King because if you support him, as I said, more empowering books to come. So, Mr. Ramesh, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Daniel.
More to come, people. See
Thanks
you
for having me.
soon. So, Mr. Ramesh, are you